Viking European Sojourn trip, day 13th, and today we're in Budapest, Hungary. This is our second day in the city. So we purchased tickets for the Parliament building and had a guided tour there. We walked along the banks of the Danube looking for the miniature kolodko statues and also stopped by the shoe memorial. We went into town and saw the magnificent St. Stephen's Cathedral, and then we crossed the chain bridge and up the Castle Hill for some beautiful panoramic views of the Danube River itself. It was a busy day, but a great day. So much to see in this town. So this morning, we're still in Budapest, Hungary, but they moved the boat up to the chain bridge. So we're just parked right in front of the chain bridge, very close to the Parliament building, and right below Castle Hill. So here's the chain bridge. Absolutely beautiful spot to be anchored. And we're here for the day. Our second day in Budapest. Okay, fisherman's fast there on the waters of the Danube. This is our view. And the highest cathedral just underneath it. So this is the start of our second day in Budapest, Hungary. Our boat moved up to, or I should say our ship moved up to the chain bridge just in front of it, and we're very close to the Hungarian Parliament building. And along our walk we came across the shoe memorial. So these are all shoes, and what it commemorates is that during the Second World War, the Nazi Germans would take the Jewish people, have them take off their shoes, and then they would shoot them and they would fall into the river. So this is what that memorial represents. Pretty sobering thought. People are bringing candles here and lighting them in the evenings. Like some pictures that people have brought along of relatives who have died probably in the recent Hamas attack on the Palestinian or on the Jewish concert goers in Jerusalem in Israel. Women's shoes, men's shoes, children's shoes. Unbelievable. So this is the Hungarian Parliament during the daytime, up close from the banks of the Danube River, and it is an impressive building. There's so many carvings on it. One of the things that were so impressive about this building were all the different carvings, from gargoyles like you see here to military figures, and every carving was unique. There was not one that was the same, and this is just one side of the building, the street side facing the Danube River. And then you can see all these archways. I think they're pointed, so that means it's in a Gothic style. And then you got the large tower inside. I think that's where the Parliament actually sits. But we'll find out once we get in on the inside here shortly. I cannot believe the size of this building. It is long. And every aspect of it, every portion of it is just carved so innately. I think we're now in the center of the building, and kings, it looks like. This guy's holding a scepter. That is one half of the Parliament building. This is the center section. And over there we have the other half. So we're getting ready to go into the Hungarian Parliament building here, and I think this is a statue or a war memorial, but the first person on it is a former Prime Minister of the country. I think early 1900s. I think his last reign was in 1917. It's a beautiful memorial. Side view of the Hungarian Parliament building in Budapest. And on the other side of the building, they also had some beautiful gardens surrounding the Parliament building. So we're still at the Budapest Hungarian Parliament building, and this is the back side of the building, or at least the side opposite the Danube River. Equally as impressive as the other side. So now we've completed 360 degrees around the Hungarian Parliament in Budapest. So I think this is what I would call the east and south wall. And again, they have another memorial statue to another one of their heroes. We're going to check that out next. So just gentleman is another former Prime Minister of Hungary, I think again from the 1700s. But I think he was a Prime Minister during the Austrian-Hungarian time period. This looks like to be the coronation of the king here, or a pope. But it looks like the king by one of the bishops at least. This is the golden staircase in the Parliament building. And it's a lot of steps. So this is the golden staircase, and they've used 40 kilograms of gold to decorate this chamber. So Viking does offer an excursion, a paid-for excursion that you can take. It's not included as part of the regular tour. So we decided to do this on our own. So we purchased our tickets for the Parliament entry. They had a specific time for us to come in, and that allowed us just to show up and do it ourselves, saving a little bit of money and also giving us the luxury of managing our own time. So a good thing to do on your own. So the tour includes an audio earphone, and our tour guide was providing running commentary as we walked through the building, which was fantastic. Unfortunately, you can't hear it, and I can't remember everything he said. But what we're doing right now is going down one of the ornate hallways, and we're heading towards the Parliament building, where I guess they meet on a regular basis, and that's where they conduct their debates and so forth. But one of the great things about this building is decorated on the outside as on the inside, so everything is just spotlessly clean and interesting to check out. Every corner of the building is just wonderful. So pretty soon here we're going to come up to what they call their grand staircase, and that was a little highlight of what they wanted to show us, and this is where dignitaries would be coming in when visiting the Hungarian Parliament. They would ascend these stairs up to the Parliament section itself. This building was built in the 1800s, and it took 17 years to build. And the reason it was built so fast is that they had over 1,000 craftsmen working on it at one time. And now we're going to go to the actual House of Parliament, where all their debates between the opposition parties and the ruling government party take place. So now we've returned to the big staircase, and we're going to exit through the front door here, just like the dignitaries would. So we'll return back to our boat, we'll grab some lunch, and then we're going to head out again and go into town and check out St. Stephen's Cathedral. So we're walking down one of the main streets here, and it's a pedestrian walkway, and we're heading to St. Stephen's now. And just a reminder that Budapest is the capital of Hungary, and it's just a fantastic place to visit. I think I would have to rank this particular city my favorite thus far, maybe in the whole trip of our Viking European Sojourn trip. It was just absolutely gorgeous, infinitely walkable, and so much history to see here, so many things to do as well. So this is St. Stephen's, and Stephen was the first king of Romania. In the year 1000 he was coronated, and then he became a saint after, so this church is dedicated to him. Well, here we are in St. Stephen's in Budapest, Hungary. Another Catholic cathedral. This is right off the Danube River Road, so a very short walk into downtown. Unfortunately for us, our Viking ship parked right at the chain bridge, and this is a very short walk for us. So St. Stephen died around the year 1000, and when they examined his body, they found that his right hand had not decayed, and they took this as a miracle. So they took it and they housed it in this reliquary right here, and it's something that the people are very, very proud of, and you can see it there. Interesting, a little macabre, but I guess that was the thing to do in those times. So what we find strange today, they found very normal back then. So this is our boat, one of the Viking ships here, the Vidar, third in line, right beside the chain bridge. And we're going across the chain bridge, and the chain bridge is guarded by these big lions. Viking ships in a row, and ours is the one on the left, the Vidar. So Viking has some privileged spots in Budapest. You can see these are all Viking ships here, docked side by side, and we're docked right at the chain bridge, which is in the heart of everything. You can easily walk to the Parliament buildings in probably around 10 minutes. There's places where you can get boat cruises here and do a tour at night, which I did the previous day, and boats are within like a 10-minute walk as well. You've got the access to the chain bridge, so you can go across the river and up on the Fortress Hill here, and that's what we're going to do now. But I guess traveling with Viking has its privileges. It's being the largest river cruise company in Europe, so it was just a pleasant location, conveniently located for exploration all by ourselves today. Now, this is the chain bridge. I can't tell you when it was built, but you can see it's quite an impressive structure here, well maintained, and great to walk across. And the reason we want to go up on the hill is we want to see some great views of the city. Way in the distance there is the Hungarian Parliament. Looks far, but it's actually only about a 5-minute walk from here. top there where you see the dome, that is the National Art Museum. It used to be part of the fortress, but everything is being converted and repurposed. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the bridge, the chain bridge. And another lion on this side. So we're on our way up one of the hills in Buda. And this is to the castle or fortress district. And we're trying to get to the National Art Museum. It was obviously part of the fortress initially. It's been converted and now holds our national treasures. And we just want to get up there to see the views. So here we are, back on our way up the hill on the steps, right beside the chain bridge. And here's a direct on look of the chain bridge. Now, the chain bridge was the first bridge that the people of Hungary built across the Danube to join Buda and Pest. It was destroyed during the Second World War. I believe it was 1945, but they quickly rebuilt it in 1949. So there's lots of places on this trail you can stop for panoramic views of the city and the chain bridge. So this is a funicular which will take you up, save you burning those calories, but we're here to get a little bit of exercise. And there's the beautiful chain bridge. And our stairs continue. And more stairs to the next level. How many more? Another 5 miles?
It's worth every step.
So we're about 2/3 of the way up. The funicular's over there. And this is part of the funicular exit. And they've got a monument of a large, what looks like a vulture. I'm sure it's a different type of bird, but I don't know what it is. And we continue. Almost to the National Monument, National Arts Monument. And we made it back into the Castle District at the funicular. We made it to the top of Buda Hill in the Castle District, and here's our chain bridge from the top. And there's St. Stephen's, at least the top of it. Absolutely beautiful church. And in the distance, we got the Hungarian Parliament building. 273 meters long and 134 meters in depth. Absolutely gorgeous. So we spent about a half an hour, 45 minutes on top of the hill, just enjoying ourselves, and then hiked our way down, which obviously was a lot easier than going up. And now we're heading back to our boat, and right now we're right beside it at the chain bridge. Hope you enjoyed the video.